Okay, so what we want to do now, let's repeat them again. If I refer to myself, I call myself yo. If I say I run, I say yo corro. If I want to say you run and you're my friend, I say tú corres. If I want to tell my boss, if I want to tell like Dr. Parker that he runs, I'd say usted corre. If I want to say she runs, ella corre. If I want to say they run and they're boys or boys and girls, I'd say ellos corren. If I want to say they run and they're just girls, ellas corren. If I want to say we run and we're a mixed group of guys and girls, I'd say nosotros corremos. If it's just us girls, I'd say nosotras corremos. If I want to say y'all run and I am in Spain and y'all are a mixed group of boys and girls or just boys, I'd say vosotros corréis. If I want to say y'all run and I'm in Spain and y'all are all girls, I'd say vosotras corréis. And if I am in Latin America, I'm going to say ustedes corren. And so vosotros and vosotras is actually the informal form and ustedes is the formal form, but it's pretty much that you use vosotros, vosotras in Spain and ustedes everywhere else. If I want to say he runs, él corre. Okay, so now let's do some practice so that we know, so that you get used to using yo, tú, él, ella, ellos, ellas, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ustedes, él, so that you get used to using all of these before we start conjugating verbs. Okay, so this came from my language lab, so let's go ahead and do the practice here. So we want, and over here I have, well actually down here I have your subject pronouns. So does I translate to ella, yo, tú, or él? If you look down here, I is yo. So you want to go up here and we want to circle yo. Okay. We, if I scroll down here, we is nosotros, nosotras. So this would be the answer, nosotros. Okay, you, singular and formal, meaning we're just saying you, one person runs. It's singular and formal. The formal one is usted, and this is the singular. Over here is the plural. So if it's you, singular and formal, it's going to be usted. Remember, two is informal. She, if I scroll down here, here's she would be ella. They, if I scroll down here, they is ellos or ella. So I go back up here and I've got ellos as an option. You, singular and informal. The singular side I'm looking at over here, and it's informal. It's the way I would talk to my friend, so I would use tú instead of usted. Now the next time they're asking you to plug it in. So for he, if you go down here, you see he would be él. Okay. Then if I go up here, you, plural, informal, males and females in Spain. So we're looking at the you, which is the same. If it's you plural, that's the same thing as you all. The one that's used in Spain is the vosotros, vosotras. You use vosotros if it's males and females or just males, and you would use vosotras if it's females. So if we look up here, this is males and females, so we're going to want vosotros. Okay, they, all female. So if I go down here, here's my they. This is the masculine form. This is the feminine form. I want all female, so I'm going to use ellas. You, plural and formal. So again, that's the you all, the formal, and it's plural. That's the ustedes. And you could either use ustedes or you could abbreviate it, which is more commonly done, and write the UDS. We, all females, the we is nosotros, nosotras. I'm going to use nosotras because it says all females. Okay, and she, if I scroll down here, she is ella. Whoops, ella. Okay, Okay, so now I'm going to talk about ser. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this. Well, okay, so now I'm actually going to talk about the verb ser, which is an irregular verb. Okay, but since we don't know any verbs yet, that doesn't mean anything to you. Let's see, I'm not sure why I can't get rid of this. Okay, so what that is, ser means to be, which is the same thing for us as is, am, and are. So if I want to say I am nice, I would be using a form of ser. If I want to say I am tall, I'd be using a form of ser. If I want to say I am from Greensboro, I'd be using a form of ser. Okay, so this is how you conjugate it, because in Spanish you'll notice that I couldn't just add my subject pronoun in front of my verb. I actually had to go through and change the spelling of the verb. And so that's what you're going to have to do with ser. So if I want to say, I am from High Point, we remember from before that if I want to say I something, I'm going to use yo. So I am from High Point is going to be, whoops, yo. Okay, then I want to pick the spelling of ser, because these are all the different spellings of ser. I want to pick the one that matches yo. So if you look here, this is the spelling of ser that goes with yo. It's soy, okay? So if I go back over here, if I want to say I am from High Point, I'm going to not put yo ser, I'm going to put yo soy de High Point, okay? If I want to say you and you're my friend or my peer are from High Point, we know that you means is two. If I go back over here, it's two, right? So I would say two. And then again, what I want is I want to use the ser that's next to two, which this time is eres. So I can't say tú soy. I have to say tú eres de High Point, okay? Or if I want to say you're from High Point and I'm talking to someone who's in a position of authority, like I want to say to Dr. Parker, you're from High Point. I can't use tú this time. I need to use usted. So I would say usted. And then even though both tú and usted mean you, you'll notice that the spelling that they get of ser is different. You want to use the one that matches the verb that you're using, okay? So usted actually goes with es, not eres. So when you're saying you are from High Point and you're being formal, you're not going to say usted eres. You're going to say usted es de High Point, okay? If I want to say he is from High Point, we know that he, where is it? He is él, so I'm going to say él. And then again, I'm going to go over here and I want to pick the ser that goes with he. Well, the he and she gets the same spelling of ser, which is es. So I would say él es de High Point. If I want to say she is from High Point, I go over here, she is ella, so I say ella, and again I want to pick the ser that goes with ella. It's the same as the one that goes with él, so I would say ella es de High Point, okay? If I want to say we are from High Point, if I go over here, we as nosotros, if we're a mixed group, the we, if we are all boys and girls or all boys, I'd say nosotros. And then what I would want to do is pick the ser that goes with nosotros, which is somos. Okay. So I would say nosotros, oops. somos de high point. Okay. Or if we were all girls, I would say nosotras, and then it's still the same. Somos de high point. Whoops. Okay. If I want to say y'all, like you guys, you all are from High Point, and I am in Spain and I'm talking to boys or boys and girls, I would say vosotros. Okay. And then what I would want to do is make sure that I'm using the ser that goes with vosotros, which is sois. So I'd go down here and I'd say vosotros sois de high point. And if I was talking about girls, if I want to say you all and I was in Spain and the you all that I'm referring to, like if this group right here were all girls, I would say vosotras. Whoops. Okay, I would say vosotras. And I would still use sois, because if you go up here, vosotros, vosotras uses sois. Sois de high point. Okay. Then if I wanted to say you all are from High Point and I'm somewhere other than Spain, maybe I am in Mexico, I would use ustedes. That's the other you all up here. Ustedes. So I'm going to say ustedes. And then I would want to pick the ser that goes with ustedes, which is son. So I'd go back down here and I'd say ustedes son. Son de high point. Okay. And lastly, now that I'm running out of room, if I wanted to say they are from High Point, I would say, and they that I'm talking to are boys, I would say ellos. Ellos. Whoops, I'm going to add in too many L's. And then I want to pick the ser that goes with my ellos. So here's ellos, and the ser that goes with it is son. So I would say ellos son de High Point. And if I want to say they are from High Point and they are girls, the feminine form is ellas, ellas. And then if I go over here, it's still son. So ellas son de High Point. So let's repeat them again. For ser, it's soy, yo soy, tú eres, usted es, él es, ella es, nosotros somos, nosotras somos, vosotros sois, vosotras sois, ustedes son, and ellos or ellas son.